Don't have girlfriend. So maybe that's a secret as well. Maybe that is the secret. Your room in a whirling is much bigger than a sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Those damn bourgeois! Oh, I need to change my... Continuing Disco Elysium. Why disco though? Is this Crash remake? Yes! They decided to go a completely different art style though. Very ballsy of them. Okay, so what this bitch will tell us now?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
What can I help you with? Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do? Oh, so there's something
The Pines'
fishy.
core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other inter-tribes?
Son-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in a good company, it
Why,
seems.
thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. Oh, good company, get it? How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Holy shit, so if the world wasn't even discovered fully 250 years ago.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Yeah, it probably helps to start up the royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Okay, what can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
The octopus that straddles Revachol. The Emergencies Act is the cornerstone of post-war Revachol, inseparable from the world it created.
How do I repeal it then?
Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
Coalition.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
No way. She's more. She can make decisions.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Yep.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gate.
Oh yeah, I met this guy. we had a very good talk with him. The question is, Je m'avoue, derealization. The 15th in the tribe. Temporary research bonus none. So the strike is connected to the lynching.
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later.
You mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor? He's a great teacher, a man of virtue. Let's not. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
Wait, so can she leave on her boat? I don't get it. Is there a room downstairs? It seems like it should be, but I don't know. Oh yeah, there's stairs there. So I guess she lives on the boat.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan.
What?
This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Those assholes dare to demand medical plan and paid overtime? Oh, those bunch of assholes, how dare they?
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What do you... what happened to this Gamong?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
Scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Yeah, I'm not buying it. The guy who tries to like rally them up, he's a fucking... he's not just a guy. They put him here.
Don't let her answer it herself.
Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right?
If these strike breakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Yes, I get it. What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again?
Actually, didn't
Oh,
find
yes.
a single one.
Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Seems like they have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
Most of them probably don't know what it means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Okay, that's a bit too crazy as a demand, actually.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
An opening gambit, surely.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
Sounds like sounds like an opening gambit.
So I hoped. But this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I've yet to hear one. Just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, People are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Yeah, I know him.
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on the strike. This is a big deal for them.
What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally.
I mean, the workers, the thing why, like, the reason why I was kind of puzzled, because the workers seem really happy with Everard. Like, the workers themselves, they really seem to be rallying like for him, and it seems like they're really happy with him. So I assume, like, that's not what you really think, right?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him. That's Everard, alright.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, he has a twin brother?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
What the fuck? Wait, so was I talking to Edgar?
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men. I mean, considering that Everard is heading it, he strikes me as a really corrupt guy, even though the workers are on his side. Socialist mob, giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. I'm not sure about that. Socialist mob? I mean, they are, yeah, I would say it's a mob.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
The wolf hungers. One more thing, you said something happened in the
I'm
elections?
glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Oh shit. Who is her daughter? Imagine if your daughter is the gardener. Because the gardener was paid by the Everard. So that would, like, I don't know the story, but we know that the gardener went to law school because of Everard, and he's like, wow, like, he's such a good guy. He like sent this like random worker to a law school. What if he actually had a deal with that gardener? We need to.
This forewoman, her name?
Yeah, her name.
Sadly, the company records do not
Shit.
even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name. And I don't have access to the union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around Claire's. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Dangerous people,
Thank you
huh?
for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He's a champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him, for a socialist is reasonable. He's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause capital. Yeah, I didn't like him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Unusual colleague.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
I'm not taking her side, I'm just answering honestly.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
I mean, he literally asked me to talk shit.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Exactly.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
The cook makes it to keep the strikers drunk, else on strike.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
But I did not. Nope, you misunderstood. Turn the knob that loose.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship.
But I really, literally did though.
And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than...
Okay,
Of
let's talk
course,
about something
Detective.
else.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Oh, really?
For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, shit. I mean, we know our name, but the badge number...
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Ah, shit.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Let me guess, it won't.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows you can't trust artists.
Remember when my partner told you I was recently suffered from unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it. Why should I blame it on the artist?
Everyone knows you can't trust artists. They're nearly as bad as clowns.
Some damn clown stole it from me. Exciting gameplay. Oh, come on, man. Isn't the story fun? Like, I personally don't like text games as well, but this one is different. The story is interesting. The dialogue is really good as well. Yeah, let's talk about the medical episode.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Shit. I could have eaten for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world is city nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional,
To say
but
the
he
least.
is an officer of the RCM.
Oh, really, Tom X? Yippee! I think you will have a very different playthrough though, especially if you pick different archetype. I suspect that the dialogues vary a lot.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more
Yep.
until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Let's try a suggestion.
She's
Yes!
a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Yeah, 28%, baby! Surely there's some way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones, or you can recover your badge, though...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Hello.
It's not going quite as I hoped it would, detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Also, we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
I mean, that's more XP for me.
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
The company must have more ears on the ground. You could have known about my condition.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Let's go back to her then. Yeah, I think it's not about... I don't think we'll be finding badge anytime soon. I cannot talk to her. What? Hello? Man, the controls in this game, like, I don't know why, but it's so hard. Like, why I cannot talk to her? I'm literally trying to talk to her. Finally. Jesus. Oh my
You're
god.
back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Maybe that closed container?
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The roll lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into
That
the city.
racist fat guy.
Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
And they cannot move them while the strike is
How
over.
convenient that they're stranded like
Yep.
beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
We already know that guy. Yeah, it's a racist guy.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight. upstream where it's clearer.
Okay, relax, dude.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
That's true, that's true. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why didn't you come to RCM earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Yes.
We know the
Oops.
company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
What proof do you have that the union is
How
involved?
do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
She's kinda right. She mentioned that before. How did they manage to strike for 4 months?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strikes is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Okay, I've made a decision about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take the case, probe the drivers and see what he deals.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I know 2 of them. One of the guys who was really friendly, one the racist. Who's the third one?
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay, what about
More
reality?
lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Conceptualization. What is reach for something fundamental? What is think of something close to you?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
What the fuck?
We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Royal Citizen Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Royal Citizen Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
You said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically a fraud to a foreign interest?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Oh yeah, I was told about that.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Do I still have that quest to recover? Yes, I still need it. Okay, let's just go through these. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
What's the big
The
time?
revolution.
And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Okay. Neutral.
On the other hand,
It takes time for the apes to change and work. Perhaps what happened here was part of that time and part of that work.
Who got shot in the head?
those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World
Jesus,
Revolution.
40 million.
But the communists,
Oops.
they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
2 million against 20 million. Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, alright.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Oof.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly king, smart king. I don't care about kings, let me know one thing.
About head shooting,
Who got the mineral rights?
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry.
Oh
The
really?
beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
What? Middle class got all the goods? No way.
Some were rich enough to stay with the constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive.
Oh, I see.
We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
She's one of them, of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said liberals already took
The
everything.
liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground.
Hmm.
The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is.
So conservatives.
They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The
No!
color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically. For a moment there was hope. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I am, and also not. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Hell yeah.
Rooty tooty, pointy shooty.
Cock your finger pistols, rooty tooty pointy shooty. I think that's because I have this thought. Wait, where is this thought? Oh, the finger pistols. But I didn't internalize it though. Rooty tooty pointy shooty.
That's the way of history.
Really? She just didn't react to this? When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Wait, if it started in Grad, then how the coalition controls it? I guess the governments of different countries bundle up together to keep de facto rulers?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Tsar do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Nobody did.
Why did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
So it was the 8 Years' War, I guess. What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics.
Yippee! Colored plastics,
Meanwhile,
finally!
In Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
So basically we're living in a third world shithole, if we apply to our standards, that doesn't have anything modern compared to the proper world.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, you're saying this? It's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we all been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
That's when we discovered disco.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
Baby.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Which side was Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here.
They chose wisely.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have sought a magical solution. Sounds like Saraf drove those people mad. I would have killed more, 400 million, if that's what it took. I would have poisoned myself very precisely. I would have made it a position. Jesus, poisoned. I would have positioned myself very precisely. I would have made it out with the mineral rights. Magical solution, I guess.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with the technology 50 years ago?
With privatized healthcare and a work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, maybe it's impossible. What happened had to happen and always will. Liquidate the rabbit prime infested dogs who want to kill everyone with a cleansing artillery file. I guess with rabbit, I don't know.
Liquidate? That's what King Philip kept screaming from the Sol Aurum. In the end, they liquidated the Sol Aurum, melted the palace cube down to gold and platinum, and sold it for bullets. Strange times.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RC.
And what is your official...
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
That's enough about the
They
times.
are what they are, anyway.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
I become death, the destroyer of worlds.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking.
Dios
revealing
mio! Draw crawls. A liberal! Cool, I liberate myself pretty hard. I liberate pretty hard myself. I don't understand, what's so wild about that?
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to the financier pirates. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You've got Revachol in your blood. A real nationalist. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
I don't care.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaus on Azon and in Stella Maris. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
But she's not a commie, she literally is a liberal. So they betrayed commies at the revolution. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition.
Ooh.
Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps my intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
No, intellectual vanity will be my undoing. So am I.
A smart boy getting smarter. One basic term of reality at a time.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife.
Ah, shit! I lost my chance.
Now, shall we return to reality?
Lost my chance.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Oh my god, let's stop talking to her. We've literally, like, in game time, we've been talking to her for like 2 hours. Imagine just standing on that fucking pier, just yapping it out with this lady. Yep. Okay, so we need one thing that I do not need to forget is that we need to call back our headquarters to ask them about the serial number on that armor. And also we need to investigate the chimney with the woman in it. Or whatever. Let's call the...
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related?
Yep.
This is a Caprice Canema with its
Yeah.
air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through
Okay, who
even
cares?
at a standstill. The unibody Caprice Canema. Someone has waxed it recently.
This machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What's back in it there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12, but man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
That's what, rub your chin, a 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged. 100.
I reckon, man, that
It must be
Yeah.
an investment.
You know it?
Just the basics. Cast iron blacks, roll chamber injection, dual chains, driving overhead camshafts, 2 valves per cylinder, hydraulic valve, lash adjustment.
Yes, that's right. I'm very impressed that you know these things.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
it's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast.
Oh
first.
shit, we gotta be pals. If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together. Yippee!
You want to help? Thank you for the offer. That might be fun.
Yippee!
Let's do the case first, though.
That's how you make friends, guys. That's how you make friends. We are friends now.
He liked the idea.
Yippee! You know what? I decided today I will order DoorDash. I will not cook, I will not do anything. It's fucking New Year. I will order DoorDash. Just need to think what I will order. I'm a lazy fuck. I will not cook today. Okay, let's move. But before, let's call the precinct or whatever. Lazy fuck, lazy fuck, lazy
Inside,
fuck.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the
You ordered
fuel
Chinese.
cage.
I actually tried, what do you call it? Fuck, what is this, chicken with a sweet sauce that like completely covered the sweet sauce? I always forget it. Is it General Tso's chicken? Like the brown sauce that is really, really sweet. I think it's General Tso's chicken. What about you, Lacuna? Any recommendations? Chinese sounds good, but I'm not a huge fan. I was thinking about maybe Chick-fil-A or something. A burger. Giant chick burger and some nuggies to go with it. Pull out radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes.
Yippee!
The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
42. Wait, what year is it? Isn't it 41 now? Maybe it's 43.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict.
Any New Year resolutions? No, not really. I rarely do that because I believe if you really want to change yourself, you don't need a new year. You can just start like immediately, you don't need fucking special date. And usually people lose weight, try to lose weight as New Year resolution. I think like I'm losing weight already. Actually, no, I've been gaining weight, but maybe find new friends. That's a very good one. Find new friends. Maybe find a girlfriend, Cobson. It was a part of special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict.
So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
I gotta say, actually, this girl that I'm talking with, like at the portrait, is probably the only conventionally attractive woman that I've met so far in this game. Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel. And the one before it was Downwell. I
Crenel.
think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of
What
armor
about you,
like
Lacuna?
this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes? A suit of armor like this would have been customized for the wearer, to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn about whose armor it was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Okay.
In the cabin, you see
Yeah. Okay, that's some progress, I guess. Now the question, how do we... Yeah, we can talk to these people. These people. But also... Oh, we have 1 skill point. Yippee! Yippee! So I am done with reality. Round the numbers on victim's armor. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Wednesday morning. So tomorrow we can close the lock and find the... Gotta lose weight. I'm 200 pounds. I should be 180. Oh shit, I'm like 205 pounds. But I gotta be like 195. I mean, I have a lot of muscle though. But yeah. Track down your badge. Yeah, I don't know how we can do that. Who put the clothes in the trash? It may take a while. Victim tattoos. No. Whirling secret passage. There are strange doors in the whirling. No one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what hidden there in the hostel cafeteria's forgotten corners. Yeah, I still don't know about that. How to do that. Let's try to deduce this lady or whatever, this fucking hidden creature.
only the red cake.
Okay, let's see if we can open this now, because it's been unfrozen for a while. Surely.
This orange machine, turning the crank, you slip your fingers under the No. This is
Fuck.
if you want to try again.
Equip the pry.
But pry bar won't really help me. We tried that already. It's too frozen.
This orange machine is dead
Heroic.
still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream
Jesus,
churner
minus
and an
20.
electric freezer.
I mean, I assume that after a day it would unfreeze by itself or something. Wait, I haven't been here before? A cellar window, people feet shuffling by the street. Okay. Guys, the music is kinda spooky.
A few bricks have fallen on.
Yeah, it's a rifle. Hidden rifles. One of these we sold. I don't think that was a murder weapon, but...
The bear's eyes are
Okay, there's no body here anymore. We took it out. I'm still thinking about this.
a thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Yell hello
coloring
into the
it
furnace. Well,
pitch
let's
black.
fucking yell, I don't know.
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
Oh, really?
The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there.
Man, is really hungover that bad? Like, we already slept through a day. Surely it should be done in one day.
Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
You can view
The
for...
hollow ring echoes through the
Oh my
furnace.
god, why I did
Your
that?
toe hurts.
Kick the furnace. Oh, now I can help.
Another pathetic
Oh
yell
my
sounds
god.
into the vast
Whatever, man, sure. Man, I'm so fucking weak and so pathetic. We still don't know the password to this cube thingy. How are we supposed to find it, I wonder?
the whole thing resembles
Maybe in, like, maybe through
your
these?
flashlight. Some of the writing
No, I don't think so. Shit. How do we open this also?
as before. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Hello, I yelled but it didn't
Again.
work.
Your voice becomes a raspy. Sire, May we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea.
Well, let's try yelling into the fucking furnace again. For the third fucking time. I don't know how that would help, but who knows.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Oh my
coloring
god, come
it
on,
pitch black.
83%.
Something
Finally.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
I summoned the ghost of this doomed commercial area, answer me. Hello, you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a
Yippee!
safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
Yippee! We found the fucking ghost or whatever that is. Yippee! Actually surprised that they answered. I assume it would be some kind of like... Ooh. Oh shit! The tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Oh! The candy dispenser had been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. She's the fucking, she's the central piece of that game. She's the main guy who like coordinates all these games on radio. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna take a piss. Be right back.
It's just a racist but. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Oh my god, was I talking on mute all this time? Jesus. Hello, I'm Neha. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Jesus Christ.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, a Melius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
These. Do we have the these emote? We don't have these emote? What the hell? Let's see, what is the best these emote we can get? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I guess this is the best.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
She looks a bit like she looks a bit like lo-fi girl, you know, sitting there. You must have confused me with someone else. I have a knock on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. No, I was looking for something else. Actually, there's...
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
That's not what she said.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
She looks kinda strange. Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see, thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Here, where are we anyway? What's this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Yippee!
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Do you know what happened to our tenants? Everyone else is
More
gone.
or less. Are you interested in anyone's...
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Whirl. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Classic. What the
Well,
wrong?
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
You're right, they should have tried harder, they had everything needed to succeed.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Whoa. Cinema.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Oh shit.
Anything else?
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man, I don't really have an opinion on hairstyles. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the
It
gym?
wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was this Artemet?
A kind man from
Artemitep.
Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Maybe a shotgun? In Minecraft? Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Ooh.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Sure.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what is Snuff Milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
What
Some
the
people
fuck?
pay good money to get off on it.
What the fuck? Excuse me?
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts flying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Classic. I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activist? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Jesus
And you
Christ.
know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
Fucking Occident.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Murderer.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades in this case?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions
The
say?
usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other
There
ideas?
was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl just like that. She works in Frida as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly. What did you expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
It's a market doing its job.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Sounds cool.
Megatherian?
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life
My
by
God.
telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else?
I found the
Another
building.
failed business, perhaps?
I found the building
I've been
intercom,
here
but
for
it's
a
not
long-
working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you tell me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. Is it a part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that any.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Doom commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name, East Delta Pinball, on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick track, especially
Trick track?
pinball.
Like ticked.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
A strange thing happened when I tried to call in a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone's answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
It maybe had been some sort of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. Well, sure, I'm listening.
Should have
Good.
other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
I've heard this place
What
is
else?
cursed. Do you know what that people call it the Doom commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She convinced that the place is forming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
No, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills. I mean, that's literally us. We have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, that doesn't make any sense. In this world where everyone... in this world is the destiny of mankind. No, but really, like, she's been living here for 14 years in this fucking city that barely strings by, and she's been selling dice for fucking role-playing enthusiasts. Are you kidding me? And she managed to live on that?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented. that she's been able to woo the curse?
It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. Blaisson thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think
I'm starting to
I'm
think
the
there is no
malignant
curse, only
entity?
business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But
no.
I'm glad we got this sorted out.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Why hasn't your business failed?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes, you need to connect? No.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
How did you become a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend
Yeah.
on novelty items.
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you have any cursed
What
dice?
do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real,
Okay,
and I'll give you your cursed die.
it's a deal.
Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Nope,
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand,
Oh, really?
and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side. baby.
Yeah.
Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
Can say I didn't make that ceiling guy give me some of his money earlier.
Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark.
Oh, and there's the spawning stuff of that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah. You're in the sales business.
Yeah.
Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
Well, I don't have a gun.
But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered
Oh
sticky
my
fingers
God.
in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Road
Yeah!
tax is almost non-existent in the Gossamer state. That is Revachol.
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth.
Uh-oh.
In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
No fucking way, I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain. But how will the regulation help with that?
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Jesus Christ. This guy needs help. So what, should we switch to the indirect modes of taxation? -2 empathy, cold-blooded. Cool anarchist. Nah, let's not internalize it yet. Okay, so let's go to that bitch and tell her that there's no curse, she's just a shitty fucking business dealer. Looks like remains of a 24th window repair shop. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Hello? Open sesame. Blop, 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 blop.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books.
Oh yeah, what about books about
Kingdom
cockatoos?
them.
Where's the books about cockatoos? Find the traffic hooligan? Oh yeah. The jam mystery. Oh yeah, this one. Do you have... I'm looking for a book about
A
cockatoos.
book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha and she's a novelty dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No ma'am, I have felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the...
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
The source is the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in Ars Dark and taxidermy and brought the void spirits down in his place. She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Honestly, I don't have the answers yet. There still needs to be followed like the strange radio computer thing. There's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. I mean, should we try to, like, when people are that fucking delusional, you can just fucking tear it down. But on the other hand, she actually listened to us about her daughter, so she's kinda open-minded, or at least she can admit being wrong. So maybe we should try... She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
Good luck persuading her.
Yeah.
Some people can rationalize anything.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her brilliance has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the cur. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your...
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am.
Farewell, book peddler. Bitch! Bitch! Should we level up something? Sever flare. Sever flare. The quickest to react, an untouchable man. See, hear and smell everything, let no detail go unnoticed. Rhetorics. Logic. Let's not waste the skill until we get something. Okay, what is the biographies here?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they
look through
are.
the display.
Browsing through all suddenly, a particularly high-speed love next
No,
to
I don't give a
I
shit,
really
man.
must insist you... I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you.
Wait, where is the... Oh, this one?
A sulfur-crested cockatoo
Yeah.
sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title. From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Oh.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoo
It's
storekeeper?
a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Steal the guide to cockatoos. I want to buy the guide to cockatoos. I mean, it's only for whatever.
Oh, a nature enthusiast.
Whatever. Okay, let's see now. Guide to cockatoos.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest found on the Seminine Islands
What
and in
crest?
southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what's more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of them.
Okay, we'll do this later. It's 6 p.m. We need to talk to a lot of people. We need to talk to the fucking drivers to try to find who. Actually, let me see. Cockatoos. Joyce info on the lynching. Oh, I guess I did I complete this? Did I complete the no. Where is this? Wait, where is this where is my Oh, this one. Find you heraldic bird. Jesus. Okay, let's try to talk to this guy first.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Man. Me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high. Am I looking for... do you finance was our addiction to drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk.
Entrapment is a practice whereby an
What?
officer...
Of course
What
not.
you do here?
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Could you spare some change for a walking stiff? Give me money! Money, please! This guy is sus, giga sus. He's still...
Looking for something?
Yeah, you're lorry man, right? What is your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag of his cigarette. The smell of booze and cigarettes, what's different about narcotics?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Is that true, guys?
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking.
Hold on, but they make Al Ghul alcohol in Ilmara too, I was told they do.
Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Listen, I agree, it's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you wearily. Damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of our communiers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you all were at Whirling, how do you know it was Keeps who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran.
Oh, that's
His little
another
side
guy.
business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The one reselling humanitarian aid packages, right?
That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
Oh,
Is your
God.
man alright? 100%. He's a lorry man selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealing a visit then.
Guess so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's either this guy or Sealing. I doubt it's this guy, but maybe it's the red herring, you know? Maybe it's actually this guy, but he doesn't really want to talk about it anyway, so I'm not sure where to go with him. Or maybe it's Maybelline. Also, there's a old woman here sitting, like, watching pictures. That one kinda sus, but I don't think that's her. Kinda sus though.
The woman still
If you want her attention, you may need to...
Where am I? Who are you?
Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be then?
Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
Who's Gabriel Buñero?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
a strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
I don't know, I've seen a lot of chisel things.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone, as we are not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What if they're beautiful? That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world. The present.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind... While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution.
Oh my god.
Meth, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Right. I have some other questions for you, police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
What if a cargo is
Then
contraband?
it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Yeah, you fucking junkie. Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Shouldn't you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. Lomonosov's Land,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. where the bluebirds fly.
I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take...
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is
Oh,
that
sorry.
all you woke me up to say?
You seem like a woman that knows things are true about
What
drugs.
do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Ever sent me, place finger on the side of your nose and tap twice. I don't think it'll work, but let's try it.
who the fuck is Irrat?
The union boss?
Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs for Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know which cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman. Diamonds.
If you had to guess, why do you think it's smuggling drugs? Who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Didn't you ask about the diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime.
Oh my god.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. Or I can just relax and...
I think we're done here, no?
Thank you now, for
Yes,
now.
go.
I don't think it's fair.
Jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
Derealization.
Derealization. Man, what are these pictures? Fucking crazy.
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half
Plus 1 XP for every orb clicked.
Only
Yippee! That's actually pretty good, I would say. For every orb clicked. Every orb? Like even like... Oh, those are not orbs. Or... This is an orb. Ruins full of snow, no one lives here anymore. Okay, I assume that experience 76. Let's try to track that. And let's talk to that fucking guy who we shake down before. Now we're starting to think that that might have been a mistake because he can blackmail us. Okay, let's see, 76. Is this an orb? It says GRH. Yes, it gives me XP. The Great Rivachol Industrial Harbor. And another one. Me right now. 4chan. Uh-oh. Fine, we'll change to Prince of Persia. You happy? You trash player? Man. And then you guys be like, just play what you want. Just enjoy. But no, I can see actually. I'm just joking, but I can see how this is not the best game to like watch. Nah, I actually wanted to change anyway. Oh, there's Warrior Within HD. Oh, we're playing the original one. Like a boss.